Hello, beautiful beginners. Today I am painting with my number 8 angle brush and my number 4 round. Look how fun those are. I love a good angle brush, you guys. So, by the way, the colors I'm using today, this beautiful pink, a cerulean blue, a baby pastel powdery blue, and sap green. These are all colors I got from, I'm reusing from my subscription box, which this is how they come packaged in this fun little box and in even a plastic protective container. So these are the colors. This is actually what's included with your first subscription box. I swatched them out. So this is the green, that beautiful red violet, the powdery blue, and this like a cerulean blue. Love it. So again, this is what was in the subscription box that comes with your own private, totally private video to go with your box. But I'm going to use them today to paint with something else because I'm absolutely loving the colors. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this wonderful little angle brush, which is pretty snappy, and I like that. And I'm just going to paint a background, and then I'm going to go in and paint, look at this fun, kind of like a cherry blossom I've got here. So let's go ahead and get started with this. I'm going to start with that beautiful baby blue. So what I'll do is, let's spray the background here and just create a wash. So I'm going to use that brush and just dampen the back meaning just my paper. I also taped it down because I want to keep that really beautiful, fun white border. And by the way, I'm using one of the extra sheets of paper from the subscription box because you get 5. So let's go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to go into this. Look, I don't know if you can see, but look how creamy this is. I love it. It's really creamy. And then I'm just going to go in. Isn't that a beautiful color? It's really soft. And start adding in, ooh, I love this color. Some of the blue just here and there, really lightly. And if you wanted to go for more of, you know, a geometric shape, like maybe some mountains or stuff, you could definitely do that with this angle brush. But I really wanted this nice kind of ethereal background. And I love this blue color. I just thought it was beautiful. So I've left that in there. I'm going to put that down for now. And then I'm going to go in. I'm not even going to completely rinse my brush. Again, look how beautiful that color is. Yummy, isn't it? And I'm going to go in and do the same thing. Just putting some color here and there. I'm going to even add a bit more water in a second here. And keep in mind, this is going to lighten up. So there we go. Look at that beautiful background. Now, if I want, I can add some more water. This paper, by the way, that you get in that subscription box, it can handle the water, guys. It's a 140-pound cold press, and it's fabulous. I really love it. So I'm going to keep that in there. But isn't that pretty already? Just rinse my brush. Let's give this a quick dry. That's good enough. And then I go in with my number 4 round that you get these 2 brushes in your kit. By the way, at the end of, if you sign up for the full 12 months, you get a really cool, darn it, I don't have it sitting here, brush wrap with my design on it. But what I want to do right now, ooh, look at these bursts. Aren't those fun? What I want to do right now is just go in with this brush and oh, my favorite color, guys. And I'm just going to tap in for a few of these flowers in the background. And I wanted to do this before it dried too much because I want a variety of the pinks, just like that. Because this brush is kind of tiny, it's not going to give me big, huge droplets. And that's why I did a few just on its own. But look how fun that is. Okay, now what I want to do is take this little brush, and I think what I'll do, let me grab a little mixing palette here. Green and red are opposites, so they're going to make like kind of a muddy color, which is what I'm going for. So let's get some of that green in our palette here. And this is a beautiful, look at that beautiful sap green. And then I'm going to go in and add a little red. Now this is going to start making a brown, which is what I wanted. Maybe a little bit of blue, because I want a dark color for my branch. Okay, so I've got a pretty dark color there. Now I'm going to go in and just start creating these branches coming out. Like that. Look how easy. Just like that. And again, these are colors that you're getting with your first box, but I've been having a ball with them. So I'm going to keep it really pretty basic here. Like that. I mean, I could almost end right there, but I want to add in a little bit more of this pink. So now I'll go in, since I've got kind of this washiness, and go in and add some little more defined flowers. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm smushing, my word, the side of my brush. This brush, by the way, I made it intentionally in between a snappy and a soft. So it has that give. And look at the beautiful effects I can get with that, because it's pliable and kind of soft, but not too soft where it just collapses into my paper. It's still got enough snap that it can create a shape and a hard line. So I'm just kind of drawing it to the side, and that's giving me this wonderful ability to create some hard shapes here. So I'm about done, but isn't that pretty? Isn't that fun? The only other thing I'm going to do, last of all, is go into this beautiful sap green, my favorite green. And you get all four of these colors. You're going to get 48 beautiful, gorgeous light fastness. The high is high on these colors by the end of 12 months, and a tin to save them in, a pink tin. So now what I'm just going to do is go in with this green and start adding in some little leaves here and there. Look how fun. Look how beautiful, you guys. So don't, what I really wanted to impress is don't just think when you get this subscription box, like, oh gosh, here we go. I've got more paints now. You can use these paints for other pictures. They're not just for the subscription box, and they're gorgeous pictures, you guys. Paints, pigments, I mean. Gorgeous colors I mixed here. Now, let's see. This should be pretty dry on the outside. This is a little quick to remove the tape, but watch this. Let's do it. So I might have a little bit of tearing here. There we go. And this is with 4 colors. But I mixed the green and red. They're opposites on the color wheel, so they gave me that beautiful kind of brown black. There we go. Let's just keep going. I try to remove my tape, holding it as parallel as I can. By the way, the subscription box, we're closing pre-orders for good, forever, this Sunday, I believe. So get your orders in there and they'll start shipping right before, in September. So there you go. So get those pre-orders in. You can join, you know, for any months, amount of months, monthly. You can be billed monthly, every 6 months, every 12 months. But look how fun. And these are the 2 brushes I use and the 4 colors. So much fun, you guys. Beautiful creamy colors, bright, vibrant. Look how well they do in the water. And I might mention the paper. The paper, you get 5 sheets every month. And look how pretty. All right, everybody, happy painting. Let's keep playing here. Thank you so much for supporting this, probably one of the most challenging things I've ever worked on. But Craftimo was fantastic in supporting me and kind of, you know, working with me on a lot of things. So I can't wait to share these with you. If you do want this, if you're interested, you know, get your pre-orders in by this weekend, and I will see you all soon. I'm here to remind you, you are an artist. Paint with that wildness, paint with that freedom. That's when we do our best work. You know, embrace these blooms and blossoms and oopsies and all the little mistakes and hot messes. And that's where you're going to create your best work. I'll see you all soon, and happy painting.